Good evening. How's everybody doing tonight? Hope you're all well. Hope everything's going the way you want it to go. I'm having an okay day. I mean, things are progressively getting worse here on Mother Earth. You know, we have to stop and think. We have to think out of the three-dimensional world. We even have to look past the fourth dimension. And we have to concentrate on our inner self and try to elevate ourselves into the fifth dimension. For when we enter ourselves into the fifth dimension through the light, we'll understand what's going on. Look to the skies, look to the earth, look to the trees and the flowers, and what bees are left. Look at the way the ants and some of the bugs are preparing for winter. Should be a sign. Look at the squirrels. The squirrels outside my place are collecting all the nuts from the acorn tree and the maple tree. And they've taken every pine cone off the tree and eaten it, gnawed it down level by level by level, like the old cartoon crow eating the corn. It looks just like that. So, they're eating everything. They're storing everything up. So that's my first sign that we're going to have a cold, hard winter. I don't know if we're going to get a lot of snow. My grandmother used to call it snay. The snay. It's kind of like tattoo, the plane, you know. Anyway. So, cold, hard winter. Which is fine. We can dress for that. You know, I mean, it's just... Alright, let me change my perspective. Alright, now. What are we going to talk about now? I mean, there's so much we could discuss. Why we need to melt the polar ice cap in the southernlymost part of the world, otherwise known as Antarctica. Alright, we're going to lose some cities, but they got insurance for that. They're melting the ice. It's got to be melted to find what's underneath it. It's the only way to save the planet. And a lot of people are going to be needlessly slaughtered. But don't worry, folks, it's not suicide. You'll get to go to heaven. Many people want to know about my green light in the background. Well, I went to Walmart and I seen these skids of green lights. You know, incandescent light bulbs they wanted 97 cents or 99 cents for, and there's a big sign, Green Light Event. Replace one light in your home to a green light to show that you support our troops. So Green Light Event. Well, next to it they had the LED version, a little cheaper on electric, don't make so much heat. So that's why I got a green light, folks, because I have friends that were in the military and are still serving in the military, and I have the utmost respect for them. I tried to join the military, but due to my health problems, they wouldn't let me. They wouldn't accept me. The Coast Guard was willing to accept me, and they told me straight off, "You're going to be on an icebreaker, son." And I didn't want to be around the cold. But now thinking back and looking back on my life, I wished I would have joined the Coast Guard, because I'd have all kind of insurance now, and I could get fixed what I need to get fixed. So be it. It's the choices we make. I thought hanging out on High Street and cruising and building cars and radios, fast cars, fast women, and fast food was the way to go. And, well, I learned. Somewhere out there, there's a woman for me. I know there is. I know she's out there. I can feel her. I can sense her. When the time is right, the time is right. Till then, I'm going to work on myself. I want to work on being a better person. You know, trying to elevate my conscience to the next level so I'm not just your everyday run-of-the-mill slob. You know, you go to the Wawa and they go out of their way to hold the door for you coming in and leaving. And after they get their gas, they're the first one running you over in the parking lot. So there's a lot to be said about that. I don't know. What you gotta know is it's in there and it wants to come out, and you have to let it out. You have to let it out or it'll consume you. And it took me a long time to forgive certain people and certain things for the past. And there's still certain people I have yet to be able to forgive. But there's a lot of them out there that I have forgiven. And whether I choose to have the confrontation and tell them or not is a totally different story. You know? We're in distress, folks. We're in distress. It's a planet in distress. It's like an upside down flag. So, you know, that's what you gotta do. And when it's an upside down flag like it is, new perspectives is what you need. Alright. Peace, love. You don't need the drugs to love each other, folks. You don't need the drugs to be nice to one another. You know, just morals, good morals and respect for your fellow man. I mean, is that asking too much? No wonder we got all this negativity happening everywhere. And parents, you can't leave it up to the schools to train your children, because all that's going to do is escalate into what we have. And I love my country. And I love all the people that are fighting for truth, justice, and the pursuit of liberty. So, don't abuse what we have, folks. Don't abuse what we have. It's getting down to the time. And, never underestimate the power of stupid people in large groups. It takes one or two, and then everybody around makes a bad decision and joins in. Love one another, folks. We don't need to fight over stupid things. Least of all religion. I mean, it's just dumb. It's dumb thinking one's better than another because of the way they believe. It's just dumb, folks. You know? I can't quote scriptures, but, you know, I'm religious, I'm spiritual, but I'm not going to ram it down anybody else's throat. And I don't expect anybody else to ram theirs down my throat. Everybody can be cool and laid back, and, you know, we can be mellow. and we can discuss things. And if it comes down to going to the mattresses, well, but we need to discuss things first. There's never enough talk. And the talk that does come out is cheap, deceitful, and just evil. And sometimes it's hard to tell the good side from the good guys from the bad guys, because they all look alike. Alright. One of my cats is gnawing on my pant leg. I guess their bowl's empty, so let me go feed them. Ponder some of these thoughts, folks. Open up that fifth dimension. Open up that fifth dimension in your mind and see the light. Embrace the light. Welcome it into your heart. You know, feed the soul. And not feed the soul to a narcissistic individual that's lower than whale excrement in the ocean. Alright, let me go feed my cats. Y'all have a good night now. We'll see what the morning brings.